Hello, hello, hello. It is cold outside, so that's why I'm here with my computer to shine light at me for my tablet because I only have one lamp in here, and that is my disco lamp. It's still daylight, but it is always very dim light in the forest. And the disco light is dim light and it is awesome. It shines on the ceiling, but it would not give me enough light to make a video with. I just tried to make a video with it in the corner there, and it's just way too dark, and that doesn't, one can hardly recognize me then. So I prefer to do it like this with my computer. Have Jiddu Krishnamurti on there, and this is my Chromebook. It is a 15-inch Chromebook, and it is awesome, absolutely awesome. I love it. So I want to make a report on the perfume Alien by Thierry Mugler. I watched an interview with him in French. I don't speak French, but I like the language. It sounds nice. And so the lady said, Thierry Mugler. Thierry Mugler. That's Thierry Mugler. That's how the French are. So, but here in the United States they say Thierry with the R. Thierry Mugler. Some people say Mugler. Thierry Mugler. An amazing fashion and perfume designer. He has now several people working for him, fashion designers and scent designers, and this one here apparently was made in 2005, I think. I have to look this up again. It was made by a woman designer, perfume designer in France, and it is absolutely amazing, this scent. It's amazing. It's heavenly. It makes you high when you smell this. This is absolutely incredible. So it has chocolate, jasmine, sambac, green apple, bourbon vanilla, lily of the valley. That's what I think it has in it. And there's probably hazelnut in it, because it has the Nutella scent in it. Amazing. Just incredible. It's absolutely incredible. And I think rose. It's a real rich, satisfying, ultra satisfying perfume. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. I got myself the imitation oil, but it is a very good one from Worldwide Perfume Oils. It is a good one. It is absolutely intense. It just takes one short roll on the skin, like roll with the roller. I got the 1 ounce roll applicator bottles. It has, I think it has a synthetic ball. It's a large synthetic ball on the top. Those are nice, and it just takes one short roll. That's all it takes, and it lasts you for 10 hours, maybe for, I would say it will last you for 48 hours. It will last you for 2 days. It it gets more and more faint, of course, but it still smells fantastic even when it evaporates a little bit. And it's full of bass notes, amber also, and like real heavy and woody, and some tree resins are in it. Some needle tree, some cedar probably. It's just unbelievably amazing, this perfume. It is unbelievably amazing. It's heavenly. This is very highly concentrated perfume oil. And safe for the skin at the same time. And they can do that with synthetic fragrances. It is strong and at the same time it's skin friendly. So on the other hand, when you get raw plant absolutes, they have to be diluted because they're first of all, it's ultra expensive. Jasmine sambac, just 1/16 of an ounce, will cost probably somewhere, I think it was somewhere around $30 or $40, just for a little, just a little short little bottle like this. It's just a few drops in it. It costs that much money. It's really crazy. And but the jasmine sambac oil, because those are real small flowers, small white star-shaped flowers. They grow them in India. They are equatorial plants, and obviously, it takes a lot of those little flowers to make a very small amount of, probably takes a whole room full of those flowers to make just an ounce of the absolute oil. And then it will be probably very strong on the skin too, so they have to be diluted. So, but when they make the copies, when they make the synthetic copies of the individual plant notes, then these copies are not, as they're not aggressive on the skin, so they don't have they have this almost identical scent, but they are easy on the skin, so that's pretty neat. And normally I'm only interested in completely pure plant essences. And that's also what I make my lip balms and my face balms and my body lotions with. So I don't make any of these things that other people do, where they use designer fragrances to put into cosmetic and hair products and stuff. So I don't use it for that. I only use it to do a little short roll, a little dab on my wrist, and I can smell that all day long. I don't have to have it in a shampoo. I don't need it. Also, I don't need it in washing detergents. So I'd rather not have perfumed washing detergents. Also, that stuff goes into the septic tank. I don't know what it does to the earthworms, so they don't want any of that stuff. They only want the natural things. So yeah, we get spoiled, in our civilization. we get spoiled with these, all of these goodies, you know, that come out of chemistry and stuff like this. And this has been going on for over 100 years. The synthetic chemistry, of course, you know, that goes way back with Hermes and Chanel. Those are very, very old fashion and perfume designers. Although I have to say, I don't know about, I just saw Chanel listed as one of the companies that have subcontracting labs testing, so I thought they were free and clear. So it's a little confusing, the information that's out there. But I know one thing for sure, that Hermes from France, that company, I know that they were on that list also on testing. And there was an animal rights lady. She has these lists, good designer list, bad designer list. So MS was on the bad designer list for testing. But I know one thing for sure also, that MS not only does that, but they also buy crocodile leather and they make these Birkin ladies handbags out of it. That costs, like, I don't know what they cost, several $1,000s. And that is insanity, okay, to use. And I heard they use like 3 or 4 crocodiles to just make one handbag or something. That's absolutely insane, because I think they use the belly skin of the. This is such insane cruelty. My plea goes out to the world. Please stay away from Hermes. Okay, we had an Hermes store once on the same street that I grew up on, way back in Germany, and it was an amazing store, and I always adored the stuff. And one time I went in there, I bought myself some stuff. They had a closeout sale. They were leaving, I think. And I bought a bunch of amazing things. So they had really amazing shirts and pants and towels and stuff like this. Really, really great design. But when I found out about the crocodile Birkin bags, that was it for me. Like, I will never, ever, I won't even look into the window of Hermes anymore. If I see that name, I make a big circle around it. So I'm going to avoid it, and I tell other people to avoid it as well. Never, ever, ever buy any kind of crocodile skin or snake skin or any of these, or any animal skin. Any. No leather, no types of leathers, and no fur. Never ever, never ever buy any kind of fur or croc or snake or leather. Stay away from it. Go ethical, go vegan with your entire lifestyle. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I couldn't even handle having any leather items anymore. I had leather gardening gloves. I gave those to my husband. I don't even want it. I don't even want any animal skins anymore. I threw out all the old leather shoes that I had from way back. Threw those all out and gave away. If I still had a belt out of leather, I gave that away. I gave away all of my designer perfumes. I had like 10 or so that I bought and also got from my mother for birthday and Christmas. I had to give those away. Some of them I really loved, I had to give them away because they contained alcohol, and I don't know what else they contained. And then I also saw today on that list, I saw Shiseido from Japan. Shiseido was also on the bad designer list as well for testing. So pretty bad. So I can't, there's no way I can definitely never buy Shiseido again. And I have already been staying away from Japanese products because it bothered me too much what they did to the whales, what they're doing to the dolphins, what they did to Paul Watson. I mean, it is so awful, and to see so many Japanese people siding with them and the government siding with the whale hunters, that it turned me against it, against any kind of Japanese products. So I'm sorry, so I'm sorry to see that they do something like this, that they're patriotic like this, where they don't even care what the issue is. They will support their government no matter what they're doing. That's very dangerous to do that. Very, very dangerous. Patriotism and religion and all of these things are very dangerous things, very dangerous phenomena, psychological mechanisms that are very, very detrimental for the world. So my message to all of them is, you gotta look over your government's shoulder, you gotta look over people's shoulders, over companies, designers' shoulders. You need to stand up for your animals. You need to stand up for the dolphins in Taiji. All Japanese people should be standing up against the dolphin butchering and the whale hunting or any of these horrible things. They should all stand up against it and forget about the patriotism and this taking offense and this identification with a nation, this identification with, any kind of group, or ethnicity. This is all completely wrong. That just causes incredible problems in the world. We're all living beings. So the whales are our brothers and cousins, however distant. We have a common ancestor, way, 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 way back. And that was probably Ita. Her name was Ita. They found a fossil, and that was a squirrel type of lemur type of animal, a tree climbing animal, or maybe dates even before that. So some kind of rat rodent type of animal. Okay. That is the ancestor of whales, dolphins, dogs, and humans. Probably 60 million years back. So that's my guess. And then it branched and branched and branched and branched and branched and side branched and side branched. And so we're all cousins. And the whales are even more sentient. And what the Japanese are doing, it's absolutely horrific. So I can't buy those products anymore. I don't want to buy a Japanese car or cosmetic item anymore. So it was very shocking to see all these names on that list that I saw today, including some German companies, washing powder companies and stuff like this. And I know one person who is among the CEOs, and I'm going to ask him to do what he can do to move that company towards ethics and to phase out all the products that have been tested on animals, because that's unethical, it's unacceptable. to have anything, any ingredients that have been tested. And it's totally unnecessary to test. And even if the government requires that, what if a government requires, I mean, there's governments that are literally requiring people's heads being chopped off, and ISIS and all of this. So they're horrific, horrific governments, and people don't question it. So anyway, go ethical, vegan, cruelty free.